English Vibe podcast.
Hi, Mark. How are you today?
Hello, Alice. I am doing fine. Just finished my morning routine.
That is good. I am curious. What do you usually do every morning?
I wake up at 7 o'clock. Then I brush my teeth and wash my face.
That sounds healthy. Do you eat breakfast right after that?
Yes, I always eat breakfast before I leave for work or school.
What do you usually eat for breakfast?
I usually eat bread with cheese, sometimes eggs, and always drink tea.
That is nice. I prefer coffee in the morning because it gives me energy.
Coffee is good, but I feel nervous if I drink too much.
I understand. Some people like coffee, and some prefer tea.
Yes, after breakfast, I usually check my phone for messages.
Do you spend a lot of time on your phone in the morning?
Not too much, maybe 10 minutes, then I get ready for the day.
That is good. I sometimes spend too long on my phone in the morning.
Yes, it can waste time, so I try to limit it.
After breakfast, what do you usually do?
I usually go to school or work, depending on the day.
Do you walk or do you take a bus?
I usually take the bus because my school is far from my home.
How long does it take to get there?
It takes around 30 minutes by bus, sometimes a little longer.
That is not too bad. I walk to my work, and it takes me 15 minutes.
Walking is very healthy. You are lucky to live close to work.
Yes, I enjoy the walk because I can see shops and people on the street.
That sounds nice. Do you listen to music while walking?
Yes, I always listen to music or sometimes podcasts in the morning.
That is a good idea. I should try listening to podcasts on the bus.
Yes, it makes the trip more fun and also helps you learn something new.
I agree. I will try it tomorrow morning.
Good. So after you arrive at school, what is the first thing you do?
I usually go to the classroom, sit down, and prepare my books.
Do you like your classes in the morning?
Yes, I like morning classes because my mind is fresh and clear.
That makes sense. I sometimes feel sleepy in morning meetings.
Yes, if I go to bed late, it is hard to focus in the morning.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed around 11 o'clock at night.
That is not too late, but sometimes I sleep after midnight.
That must be difficult. Do you feel tired the next day?
Yes. If I sleep late, I feel very tired in the morning.
Maybe you should sleep earlier so you can feel better.
Yes, I am trying to sleep earlier these days.
That is good, because sleep is important for health and energy.
Do you take a nap during the day?
No, I usually do not take naps. They make it hard for me to sleep at night.
I sometimes take short naps, maybe 20 minutes, and they help me.
That sounds nice. Maybe short naps are useful if you are very tired.
What do you usually eat for lunch at school?
I usually eat rice with vegetables. Sometimes I buy sandwiches.
That is simple. I usually bring my lunch from home.
That is better. Homemade food is usually healthier.
Yes, and I can save money when I bring food from home.
That is very smart. Eating outside every day is expensive.
What time is your lunch break?
My lunch break is usually at 12:30, sometimes a little later.
Mine is at 1 o'clock, so it is a bit later than yours.
That is fine, as long as we have enough time to eat and rest.
Yes, during lunch, I also like to talk with my friends.
Same here. Lunchtime is also social time for me.
Do you have many classes in the afternoon?
Yes, I usually have 2 or 3 classes after lunch.
That must be tiring. I usually have only one meeting in the afternoon.
Yes, sometimes I feel sleepy, but I try to stay active.
How do you stay active in the afternoon?
I usually drink some water, walk around a little, and take deep breaths.
That is a good method. I sometimes drink tea to stay awake.
Tea is helpful, but I don't want to drink too much caffeine.
True. Too much caffeine is not healthy.
After classes, I usually go home, but sometimes I go to the library.
Do you like reading books in the library?
Yes, I like the quiet place. It helps me focus on studying.
That is nice. I usually read books at home in the evening.
Home is also good, but sometimes I get distracted there.
Yes, I understand. At home, I sometimes use my phone too much.
Exactly. That is why I prefer the library sometimes.
After studying, what do you usually do at home?
I usually relax, watch some videos, or play games.
That is fun. I usually cook dinner or go for a short walk.
Walking in the evening is very healthy. I should try it.
What time do you usually have dinner?
I usually have dinner around 7:30 the evening.
That is a good time. I usually eat at 8 o'clock because I come home late.
What do you usually eat for dinner?
I usually eat soup, some rice, and salad.
That is healthy. I sometimes eat fast food when I am too tired.
Fast food is tasty, but not very healthy.
Yes, I know, but sometimes it is quick and easy.
True, but homemade food is always better.
After dinner, I usually relax and watch television for 1 hour.
What kind of programs do you watch?
I like documentaries, sometimes comedies.
That is nice. I usually watch drama series in the evening.
Drama series are interesting, but I prefer something lighter.
Yes, comedy is good before sleep. It makes you feel happy.
What do you usually do after watching television?
I usually prepare things for the next day, like my clothes and bag.
That is smart. I sometimes forget to prepare, and it makes me late.
Yes, preparation saves time in the morning.
Do you read books in the evening?
Yes, I read for about 20 minutes before bed.
That is a good habit. I read maybe 2 or 3 times a week.
Reading every day is better, but sometimes I am too tired.
I understand. When I am tired, I just listen to music.
Music is relaxing. I also like to listen before sleeping.
Do you use your phone at night?
Sometimes, but I try not to because it makes me sleep late.
Same here. I try to stop using my phone at least 30 minutes before sleep.
That is a good rule. I should follow it too.
Yes, it helps me sleep fast.
What time do you usually go to bed?
I usually go to bed around 11 o'clock.
That is good. I sometimes sleep at 12 o'clock or later.
If I sleep after 12 o'clock, I feel very tired the next morning.
Yes, I feel the same. It is hard to wake up early.
Do you set an alarm?
Yes, I set 2 alarms, one at 7 o'clock and another at 7:10.
That is funny. Why do you set two alarms?
Because sometimes I turn off the first one and go back to sleep.
I understand. Many people do that.
Yes, the second alarm helps me wake up on time.
I only set one alarm, but I place it far from my bed.
That is clever. You have to stand up to turn it off.
Yes, it forces me to wake up.
Maybe I should try that method.
Do you exercise during the day?
Yes, I usually exercise 3 times a week.
That is great. What kind of exercise do you do?
I do yoga for 30 minutes and sometimes running.
Yoga is good for the body and mind.
Yes, it helps me feel relaxed.
I go to the gym 2 times a week.
That is good. What do you do in the gym?
I lift weights and run on the treadmill for 20 minutes.
That is healthy. I want to go to the gym too.
You should try. It gives you energy and strength.
Yes, maybe I will start next month.
Great. We can exercise together sometimes.
That would be fun.
Yes, routines are easier when we do them with friends.
So, Mark, do you think daily routines are important?
Yes, I think daily routines help us stay organized and healthy.
I agree. They give structure to our lives.
Without routines, I feel lost and waste time.
Same here. When I follow my routine, I feel more productive.
Also, routines help me balance work, study, and free time.
Yes, and they also help us sleep better and eat better.
Exactly. Routines are like a guide for daily life.
But sometimes it is also nice to break the routine and do something new.
That is true. Balance is the key.
Yes, a routine gives stability, but new experiences give excitement.
I like that idea. Routine with a little flexibility.
Perfect! That way life is healthy and fun.
I agree. Let's continue building good daily routines.
Yes, let's do it together!